Welcome everyone to Red Shadow Forge. This is another video that goes into the Forged in Thought videos. Um, so if you are returning, welcome back. If you are new, welcome to you. This video series it's not the action-packed video series that some of our other videos will have, but this is more of just me kind of talking about some things. Every once in a while, I get some thoughts in my head and I want to, share them with you guys. So this is the channel for that. So today I wanted to talk about some of the stuff that I'm planning on doing this year. I've done that a couple times, and obviously everything is subject to change based on life, I guess. But I really want to push more this year for getting set up for the small business. Turning this into an actual business. So what I like to do here is collaborate with my business partner. That's what I'm going to call him, Mr. Martin Coffee. He's the one who helps me do a lot of this stuff. Without him, I wouldn't be doing this stuff. So he's still in the military. I was in for a while and then I got out, but that's why you don't see him in the videos. If you go way back to the very beginning of us doing videos, they're pretty rough to watch, but they're somewhat entertaining. And you get to see both of us in there. So if you're curious, what the man behind the screen or whatever looks like, then or behind the scene, check out some of those older videos. But what we do is we collaborate on ideas and stuff like that, and we come up with things to do, things to make, and it's all blade related or kitchen tool related or bushcraft tool related for the most part. We did a make your own DIY, whatever you want to call it, belt sander years ago, and that was just one of those things where we didn't do enough research and were a little bit more mechanically challenged than we thought, so that one didn't turn out. But we do other videos. I've got a treadle hammer or Da Vinci cam hammer, however you want to call it, that my father made for me. I don't have any videos on that, but it kind of gave me some ideas for building more in the future, so I'll have videos like that. Videos on home-built propane forges, things like that, and a lot of how-tos for beginners. This is I am not a master bladesmith or anything like that. I am a member of the American Bladesmith Society, but I haven't made it up that far yet. So these are just tips for beginners, I guess, or beginner tips. I still consider myself a beginner. I've made quite a few knives, not a lot by any means. I've started a lot, I will say that, but I haven't gotten a lot finished. I'd say finished product knives, probably less than 30. Started projects, probably over 70, maybe 80 even, if not more. I know there was a good stretch in 2018, I believe, during, we called it winter stand down, where I was on leave from the military and I worked for 4 or 5 days straight, every day, all day, and we had a ton of stuff, projects and stuff, and some of those are still in my little project bucket and haven't been finished yet. They've been forged out to shape, or roughly forged or whatever, but some of them just never got finished yet. But anyway, this year my big push is to shift my style of knife making. I didn't have a style for the longest time. I just made knives. I would think of something in my head and make it. And the way that my head works is I will change that design 40 times every single time I make a knife. So it's been really hard for me to just draw a picture and make that knife. I'm trying to get a little bit better at that because it kind of helps me connect with somebody, let's say a customer, so to speak, who wants a specific kind of knife. I can, if they can draw me a picture or give me a rough idea, I can make it. Whereas 2, maybe 3 years ago, I could not do that. But this year I'm going to be focusing primarily on bushcraft knives and kitchen knives, things that you can use around the house, and then a combination of the two. I've been working on little things. This is one of them, little prototype, I guess, of a bushcraft kitchen knife. Just something that you could put in a leather sheath, take with you, and it's super sharp. You know, you don't have to worry about sitting there with your sharpening stone and wasting 20 minutes of your daylight. You can just pop out that knife and cut up all your food and be good to go. Then turn right around if you wanted to use it to sharpen some sticks or something. I don't know, whatever. It's just a bushcraft knife. But I also do, you know, this is a little dirty. It's a almost finished knife, but I also do stuff like this. You know, I've leather stacked handles, brass guard, brass pommel, things like that. This is a knife that is one of 3 for someone who is placed an order, I guess you'd say. But he gave me an idea of what he wanted, gave me a little background about the story of why he wanted the knife like that and without the point on it. So that's been a really fun and challenging build, I guess you'd call it. But it's a lot of fun. I do stuff like that. I also have some other things over here that I've started on. Here's an old rusty piece of sword that got started on and just hasn't been finished yet. But that's a lot of stuff that I'm planning on doing this year. As well as we're going to have more videos like the one I did last summer, where I take an old lawnmower blade or something like that and turn it into something like this. You know, just a useful tool. So if you want to know how to do stuff like that, we can definitely show you how to do that, or at least give you an idea. This is something we've constantly got ideas, and we're constantly talking about different things that we can do in the future and make videos on. These Forged in Thought videos, I'm trying to keep them once a week. But in addition to that, I'm going to be adding other videos where, you know, I show you the importance of hand sanding on a knife for fit and finish, or how to make a guard, how to make a pommel, or one way that you can make a pommel, because there's a bunch. But, you know, I've got a bunch of old axes and hammers and hatchets and things like that that I've picked up from garage sales, yard sales, you know, auctions, things like that. So I'll show you how to restore those, put a brand new handle on them and clean them up and all that stuff. There's even, I've got a draw knife that I bought for 10 cents, I think, but it's bent right in the middle. So I'm going to knock the wood off of it. It's only got one wooden handle on it. It's very old. So I'm going to, you know, restore that, get the bend out, reheat treat it and all that stuff, sharpen it up, and, you know, I'll use it in some videos. Just lots of little things, kind of like a DIY beginner knife maker. We've got all kinds of stuff to talk about. I've got a few tips and tricks that we talk about on this channel, and as well as, you know, some of my other videos and of me actually making things, which I know that's what you guys really want. That's what I really want too. It's me making things, and a lot of it's been over the last winter. It's been me talking about making things, which it sucks. But we got hit with a pretty hard winter, and it's been cold. And I'm operating out of a quick tent canopy. And if you haven't seen the video on how to set that up, you can check it out. We've got that on our channel as well. I'll put a link to that in this. But that's what I'm using as my shop. So I've got tents, or sorry, not tents. I've got the quick tent canopy up top, and then tarps for my siding. And I've reinforced them. I say reinforced, but I've kind of rigged them up to where I've got some wood that's holding the tarps onto the frame of the quick tent to keep a little bit of the wind to stop pulling the tarps in and out as much, and as well as to help secure it in place. I didn't want this whole thing blown away in a bad storm. So I've done a lot to keep this thing secure, and it's worked out pretty well. I'm constantly trying to find better ways to organize and, you know, make this shop more functional. I've got a big, massive 500-pound tree stump that I'm using right now for my anvil stand. So another couple things that we're going to be doing this year is getting a brand new anvil stand. I'm going to be making one for this other anvil that I bought at a yard sale or garage sale. I've got some other things that we're going to be building. A forge to attach my old antique Champion forge blower to. So that'll be a pretty cool video. We do propane forging, we do coal forging, and there's a couple of videos that we've mentioned previous about like how to start an anthracite coal fire, or a couple things like that. And I've got some review videos as well. I've got a review video on the Ameribraid bell sander that I use, and the Whitlock's forge that I use, which I'm going to be doing another one, so look out for that. I've used that thing for 3 years now for not its intended purpose. It is a Homestead wood burning forge, and I use anthracite coal and I force air into it with a bucket head blower. So I mean, it's like a forge on steroids. I don't promote steroids, by the way, but it's a very cool setup. But I'm pushing it to the max, and it's still going after 3 years, and I've only changed the bricks out one time, so that's pretty cool. So that'll be a good video. But we do all kinds of stuff, so I'm hoping that with this video, if you watch it through, you get a good description of what you can expect from this channel. Like I said, I'm going to be pushing a lot more this year to get more videos out, get some better editing for our videos, get more photos and different types of content to throw out there. Last year I tried a bunch of spicy videos, really tore me up, and I really hated, the next few days after doing those videos. It was fun, and people got a lot of laughter out of it, which is great. But I'm not one of those channels where I like to hurt myself just for views. Not gonna do that. I'd rather help share information or show you how to do something, or just kind of show off my own creativity. I'd rather do that for views. So we'll be doing a lot more of that this year. I'm gonna be focusing primarily on Sanmai. So if that's something you're interested in, you can help learn with me, or you can give me some tips, or I can give you some tips, or whatever. I'm going to be focusing primarily on Sanmai forging and the bushcraft knives and the kitchen cutlery. So those are my big things this year. And I will also, later on in the year, after it's said and done and all over with, I will make a big announcement on something that's really awesome for all my viewers, friends and family, and everyone else. So you guys will really get a kick out of that big news. So I'm looking forward to getting it all said and done and over with so I can talk about it. But anyway, I hope this is a channel that you're going to be interested in and that you want to stick around for to watch more upcoming videos. This is not, I'm not a master bladesmith, and I'm not showing you how to do something. I am from the beginning. This is my startup. I don't own a business yet. I'm still learning about so many things. So if you think that you can't do it, or you're interested in it but you're just not sure, trust me, you can get into it. I had no idea 4 years ago. I had no idea that people on Earth still did blacksmithing. I didn't know that that was even a thing. I thought that just died out when the pirates left. That I didn't know that blacksmithing was still around. So I mean, I started from nothing and just, put in some hours and learned how to do some basics and keep getting a little bit better every time. So, I mean, if I can do it, you can do it. I promise you. So if there's a way that I can help you, I'm going to help you. And the first thing you can do to help me would be to subscribe to this channel so that you can get potentially a lot more help from me in other videos and, down the line. If it's something you like, please, like I said, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the like button on this video, and if you want to go through, browse the other videos that we've got on here, see what you think. If you don't like it, leave a comment. Let me know why. If you do like it, leave a comment. Let me know why. If you've got questions or concerns, leave that in the comments, or you can message me. I've got Red Shadow Forge Instagram, Facebook, and we do have our own website that it's under construction, but we wanted to go ahead and get that started. So I hope you like this video, and thank you guys so much for watching. See you next time.